The desolate road from Jerusalem to Jericho stretches into the horizon, where the setting sun paints the scene with shadows that writhe like tormented souls. In the heart of despair, a lone traveler lies ravaged, his lifeblood staining the earth in a macabre bloom of crimson. The air hangs heavy with the unspoken screams of injustice as the horizon darkens, swallowing hope and amplifying the traveler's desperate plight. On the desolate road from Jerusalem to Jericho, a priest appears, his purposeful stride hinting at a divine mission. In a desperate plea, the injured man weakly reaches out, his silent cry for mercy hanging heavy in the air. The priest's eyes meet the injured man's, gaze for a fleeting moment, then turn away, choosing indifference over compassion. In a heartless act, the priest quickens his pace, abandoning the wounded man to his fate on the lonely road. On the desolate road from Jerusalem to Jericho, a Levite appears, his presence offering a fleeting glimmer of hope. Desperate, the injured man makes a last plea, his feeble signals lost on the Levite, who calculates the risk. Ignoring the silent cries, the Levite makes a calculated choice, stepping away from compassion and continuing his journey. The Levite disappears into the distance, leaving behind only silence and the stark reality of abandonment. Across the desolate landscape, the steady rhythm of approaching hooves heralds the arrival of a lone traveler, a Samaritan. An outsider in simple garb emerges into view, his presence a stark contrast to the unforgiving surroundings. A flicker of compassion crosses the Samaritan's face as he spots the injured man, prompting an immediate halt to his journey. On the desolate road from Jerusalem to Jericho, the Samaritan kneels beside the injured man, compassion etched on his face. With gentle hands, he examines the wounds, his concern deepening with each passing moment. From his pack, the Samaritan retrieves a flask of oil and wine, a beacon of hope in the barren landscape. On the desolate road, a Samaritan tenderly cleans the injured man's wounds with oil and wine, a beacon of hope in the face of despair. Amidst the agony, a flicker of gratitude sparks in the injured man's eyes, a silent acknowledgement of the unexpected kindness. With gentle hands, the Samaritan binds the wounds with strips of cloth, weaving a tapestry of healing and compassion. On the desolate road, a compassionate Samaritan tenderly hoists the injured man onto his donkey, embodying selfless kindness. With each careful step, the Samaritan guides the donkey along the rugged path, a beacon of hope against the dark horizon. In the distance, the faint lights of an inn shimmer like a promise, guiding them towards safety and solace. In the dimly lit inn, the Samaritan stands resolute at the wooden counter, his presence a stark contrast to the innkeeper's weary countenance. In the hushed stillness, an injured man seeks solace on a humble bed, his figure a poignant reminder of the world's silent suffering. With a gesture of profound generosity, the Samaritan extends his hand, offering the innkeeper a small collection of coins. In a humble inn, the Samaritan's act of compassion unfolds as he speaks, his words echoing with sincerity. With a solemn promise, the Samaritan entrusts the innkeeper. "Take care of him. If there are any further expenses, I will repay you when I return." The innkeeper nods, accepting the coins, his gaze shifting towards the injured man with newfound responsibility. With a quiet resolve, the innkeeper replies, "I will look after him." His words a vow of protection and care. As dawn breaks, the Samaritan readies himself to depart, a serene contentment gracing his features as he adjusts his cloak. His gaze lingers on the inn, a silent acknowledgement of his good deed, before he turns toward the horizon. With newfound purpose, the Samaritan mounts his donkey, ready to embrace the path ahead as the world awakens. As the sun ascends, painting the sky with hues of hope, the Samaritan rides into the dawn, leaving behind the sanctuary of the inn. Inside the humble inn, an injured man lies in bed, now clean and bandaged, his gaze lost in contemplation. Gazing out the window, a thoughtful expression slowly dawns on his face. He begins to understand the profound kindness of his Savior, transcending the boundaries of their differences. On the sun-baked road stretching from Jerusalem to Jericho, Jesus poses a profound question to his disciple. Jesus inquires with solemn intensity, "Which of these three do you think was a neighbor to the man who fell into the hands of robbers?"